What's going on, folks? It is KspadeTheProspect back today with a brand new NBA Live 19 video. It's time to recap the first round of the Spade Invitational, so let's get into it. But first, I want to show you guys how our game went.
Yeah, so if you want to know something interesting, let's see, hold on.
They ain't the same order?
So they're missing a dude named OTF Remy. They got Lil Hot Sauce in there instead. Y'all cool with that? Because apparently we don't play by the rules.
Playmaker gonna run the O. Hey, probably. Another wing defender with late to the party on goal, open three, and late release. Alright.
Let's go.
All right. So anyway, man, you saw the seating. Of course, we had home court advantage. So as you can see, man, we're here in my custom court, the Wolves Den. The five that I got right here is gonna consist of me running the offense. I got Cam and Boom with me, who are big time shooters. I got E Boogie, who's a shooter as well, and I got Cross, who's a defender. Now, we had a 6-man roster. You know, you could have up to 8 people so that you could rotate rosters depending on whether or not somebody couldn't make the game, if somebody had to work, or, well, you know, whatever situations come up in life that prevent one person from being able to play. You was allowed to have up to 8 people on your roster, but for some odd reason, a few teams, it wasn't just one, it was a couple of teams that I can think of right off head that had somebody show up during game time that wasn't registered to play. So the good thing about this tournament right here is, with this being the first one, I'm learning a lot of things like on the fly. So the next one is going to be much better than this one because it's just certain things I know to look for. Now, let me go ahead and state the obvious. Cross, who is the guy that I put in charge of all this, he's the guy that's tracking stats. He's the guy that's gonna, you know, help me get things going, because I know between what I got going on in my life and my job, I knew I was gonna be kind of limited in time, and Cross is really good with like managing stuff like this. So Cross instantly caught it. He was like, yo, they missing a guy. This dude right here isn't on the registered roster. What do you guys want to do? And I made a decision. I said, I want to play. So I already knew. I knew what was up, you know, and I was cool with it. So that's how we end up getting to that point right here. It was also some issues with uniforms, not in this particular game right here, but in some of the earlier games, it was guys that, you know, wasn't matching, or they had different shorts, whatever. Even in this one right here, and it wasn't a big deal, but at some point, somebody in the game, I don't remember who it was, but somebody in the game was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of white, like between the white in their tops and our white tops, like it's kind of blending in a little bit to me. So, but this wasn't an issue. Anyway, let's get into it, man. Super competitive game, as you can see off the rip, and I don't know why. I really don't know why, but I kind of reverted back to the old me on one particular thing. Now, those of you, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know when I run the offense, it's one thing that I do sometimes, and I thought I was cured of that thing, and at some point during this game right here, it kind of reared its ugly head again. But I got this thing when I run the offense of like trying to make sure everybody's involved. Now, that can be a good thing, and it can also be a bad thing. If you're in a situation where the defense is giving you the looks and you got your icons pulled up ready to make the pass, it can bite you. It can bite you in the ass. And ain't no nice way to put it. It really can get you. So that was something that I caught myself doing in this game. And watching the gameplay, you guys will see it, you know, for yourself. But anyway, let me give you some play-by-play, man. We're here toward the end of the first quarter. 6-point game right here. I felt like, you know, we started the game off pretty good. You know, the first quarter is going to be a little bit of a chess match, a little bit of a back and forth where you're trying to figure out what that team like to do. They trying to figure out what you like to do, you know. So I don't really make a whole lot of judgments based off of the first quarter. However, you see, your boy still ain't never scared. I'm throwing oops and everything in a comp game because I'm just crazy like that. But anyway, we jump into the second quarter, man. We still got a small lead. When I see a score like this, 17-22, to me, that's not a big enough lead to be like, oh, well, we got, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a small lead in a game of basketball. A couple of threes, you know, a couple of missed possessions on offense. Next thing you know, you either in a tie game or you down. So that's not a big enough lead for me. And I still felt like we was filling these guys out. Notice on that play right there, I went under the screen. The guy took the shot, made the shot, and we go into the first half, or we in the first half, should I say, in a 10-point deficit. Now, I have to admit, I feel a little bit different about double digits. If I get you, even if it's just 10, for me, I guess it's mental. If I got you by 9, I feel like, ooh, it's kind of close. If I got you by 10, I feel like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I like what we're doing here. Now, the one thing that kind of got us here in the second half was plays like that. Just kind of rushing a little bit. If we could just slow down just a tad bit. Turnovers, we got a little more sloppy with the ball. I think we got a little sloppy with our decision making in terms of shot selection too. It was times that we could have got better shots and we just flat out didn't. So I got my teammates at this point telling me like, Spade, you got to be a little bit more aggressive. They giving you that drive, and they was absolutely right. Like I watched this footage back, I'm editing this footage and I'm like, ooh, right there I had her. Ooh, right there I should have. Ooh, right here if I had her. Like I was doing that the entire time, and I know you're probably gonna do that anyway. Especially me, like I'm super competitive, and after every game, like we could blow a team out. If I look at the footage, I'm gonna be like, ooh, I should have did this right here. And you know what they say, hindsight 2020. I believe it. I had situations in this game where I just saw things I could have did differently. Still, I like what I'm doing though. All right, so we still got that lead, but it's a baby lead. We're here in the third quarter, and we started the third quarter off a little bit sloppy, if I don't say so myself. We made a couple of mistakes that I wish we could have got back. You can't get them back. You got to make sure you limit those mistakes moving forward. You got to go on and continue to do what you do. Now, typically, we take a lot of threes. I still feel like the difference between a good team and a great team is a great team is going to find a way to exploit whatever the defense is showing them. A good team might have something they're good at and they'll go to that one thing. But I really feel like in this game, they did a really good job of taking the threes away from us. It would be times that we would be expecting the defense to break, and they did a good job of not breaking. Everybody kind of stayed on their responsibility, and they changed the way we play a little bit. We didn't get a chance to even attempt as many threes as we normally would, and I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? At some point, we was like, damn, we normally take way more threes, and I was like, but hey, we, as long as we eating, it don't have to be threes. As long as we eating, we good. Great defensive possession right here for these guys. They make us hold the ball to the very last minute with just maybe a second or two on the clock. We put up a shot. I mean, I'm cool with us. We missed that shot. I like that we waited and tried to get the best possible shot we could have got. It was just a great defensive possession for those guys, and they was able to force us into a bad shot. But that kind of stuff right there, that's the stuff that I wasn't accustomed to seeing from us. Like, we are really a defensive team, and it was so many times, I ain't gonna say, like it wasn't a ton, but it was more than I expected to just see times in this gameplay where we broke down defensively or we had bad communication defensively. Also, another thing that I didn't notice real time, I still don't know at what point two of these guys became bots, because let's face it, bots, they play completely different than users, and I should have noticed, but I didn't. That was another thing too. My matchup turned to a bot. So, if I'd have known that, I just feel like I would have approached things a little bit differently, and that's my fault. That ain't nobody's fault but my own. That's something that I got to pay attention to. But as you can see, man, we got a tie game right here with about 4 minutes to go in the fourth. I'm going to throw you guys into the game audio. I want you to hear what was being said in the game. Unfortunately, you won't hear me. My audio didn't record, but you'll hear my teammates, and it'll let you know exactly what we was thinking in the party going down the stretch.
Got him.
You had me on that.
Oh, that's out.
Shit.
That's
Read it.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
Oh,
Need it. Let's go, E. All right, y'all, come on. We gotta wake up. We gotta wake up on these threes. Oh, shit. Thank you. Thank you. Give me that shit. Yes, sir. Next 5, we in the bonus. Next 5 in the bonus. Take it. Yep.
Dunk on him. Let's go.
No threes. No help, y'all.
On the toilet? Oh.
Walk back.
no, what?
Yeesh.
Come on, y'all.
Yeesh. Yeesh.
We walk back into it too.
Yep. Good screen.
Stop playing. Oh, green.
Watch a three.
No threes, no threes, no threes.
The
Not help anything.
point should have gone slow.
Nope. It's still good. No, still taking good. We need to waste time right there. Waste time. Let's play get a bucket. If they help, they just help.
Bruh, it is a lot to unpack right there, bro. We had the perfect play called. When I went, I had it. I saw Cam. I thought about passing. Then I saw him trying to lead the paint. So then I thought about shooting. And I guess I just had a brain fart. I hold that L, man. Any loss is a tough loss, but that one right there is tough because without a shadow of a doubt, if we play that game over 10 more times, we win 10 of them joints. You heard? Anyway, man, it was a rough go for all of the high-ranking seeds. The 1 seed, the 2 seed, and the 3 seed all fell. The 4 seed, however, continues on, and these guys will be streaming. Listen, if you don't follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter so you can see me retweeting when these guys live stream these games. All of the first round games was uber competitive, except for one. Somebody kind of took out to the woodshed, but everybody else had a super competitive game. This tournament, it's been dope so far. It's only gonna get better. That's all I got for today, folks. I'm out until next time, y'all. Peace.